What is up, everybody? Welcome to Best Wrestling. Dylan here, and today I have got something new, something cool, something fun, something exciting, something completely different for the channel that I put together for everybody. We are bringing the WWE Universe to Madden 26. So let's jump right into it. You can go ahead and go into your franchise mode, go to your prospects, and when you hit Edit Players, you can download from the Download Center. And if you search by keywords, you just type in WWE, keep it simple. And right here we have the WWE 402 Man Draft by Sumi Records. That is the draft class you're going to want to download, and this is pretty sweet. I put this whole entire thing together for you guys, and let's jump into it. Let's look at some of the prospects for this full draft class that you could add to your Madden right now. Let's jump right into it. Take a look at our quarterbacks. We have some straight up legendary names in here, starting off with Cody Rhodes, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, Sheamus, Dolph Ziggler, Kurt Angle, Bret Hart. I mean, do I need to continue? I will. We've also got Dustin Rhodes, brother versus brother match like the Mannings back in the day. Vince McMahon, Bryan Danielson, Ken Kennedy, LA Knight, Kenny Omega, Jeff Jarrett, Fit Finlay. Couple fun names in there, mix it up, get some OG legends, some future legends. Not everybody from WWE, it's just labeled like that for ease, you know what I mean? Let's keep it rolling. Adam Cole, Ted DiBiase, Roddy Piper, Kurt Hennig, Big Boss Man, Mark Merrow, Bob Backlund, Will Ospreay. I mean, just great names for quarterbacks. Alright, next up we're looking at the running backs. Seth Rollins, John Moxley, X-Pac, Braun Breaker, Claudio Castagnoli, Rhino, Booker T, Spike Dudley, MJF, Kevin Owens, Tajiri, R-Truth, MVP, Hangman Page, stack on stack on stack on stack. These are all going to be fun names to, have lined up behind you and ready to break through that freaking defensive line. I'm excited to see what teams pick up who, what kind of new rivalries we could ensue on the gridiron. Let's keep it rolling. Lexus King, Buff Bagwell, Wheeler Yuta, Ken Shamrock, Chad Gable, Mick Foley, Finn Balor, Lance Storm. Banger after banger after banger after banger. Names of old, names of new, names that we have loved for a long time and are still rocking hard today. I mean, just, again, stacked names from all over the world. I really, really enjoy what I did with this draft class. Roderick Strong, Fandango, Violent J, Chris Masters, Jamie Noble, Shane McMahon, Gregory Helms, Raven, Lawler, Samoa Joe, Grand Metalik, Pete Dunne, Jack Perry. It goes on and on and on and on. Benoit Orndorff. Like, banger names all throughout. Who's going to be busting out 1,000-yard seasons? There's a lot of superstars, a lot of good devs in here too, all throughout the draft class. Let's jump into the fullbacks. We've got William Regal, Mark Adamale, Muhammad Hassan, Chris Candido, Alan Angels, Jimmy Rave. I mean, come on. Fun names there too. Not the most popular position, but, some good names for sure. Now, we get to the wide receiver class, and boy, do we have it loaded here. I absolutely love a lot of the names we picked. It's kind of hard because there is a lot of big guys in wrestling, so I tried to pick some of the smaller guys, cruiserweights, light heavyweights, not necessarily your 300-pound linebacker. So we got a lot of speed here, we got a lot of fun here, we got some power. I think side by side with the running backs, side by side with the quarterbacks, like, I think I picked a pretty good set of names for the wide receiver class, you know. Try to have some top names, obviously, but also try to have some, like, you know, mid names. We can't have only, you know, stars in every position. You know, there's only so many stars in the world. Let's jump right into it. AJ Styles. Owen Hart. Maybe you could pair him with his brother. Eddie Guerrero. Rob Van Dam. Christian Cage. Edge. Rey Mysterio. Damian Priest. Kofi Kingston. TJ Perkins. The Miz. I mean, come on. You don't want a Hollywood A-lister like The Miz catching tutties and busting sellies in the end zone for your team? I know I do. I definitely know I do. Heck, we could have the little shake, rattle, and roll. Bam. Road Dogg Jesse James. CM Punk. Ricky Saints. Swerve Strickland. Sabu. And I know some of the spellings are wrong because Madden just doesn't like to let me do my thing. These are not cuss words. What are you talking about, Madden? There's no profanities. These are people's names. Real people. Made up names, maybe, but real people nonetheless. Crime Time. JTG. John Morrison. Kyle O'Reilly. Dante Martin. Matt Riddle. Rich Swann. Hideo Itami. Austin Aries. Those are some old school names right there. Dope, though. Dope nonetheless. Just legends from all over. ECW. WCW. TNA, ROH, New Japan, anywhere and everywhere, Evolve, like all these guys, you know, just a lot of fun. Like I said, not just WWE, tons of fun to be had here for any wrestling fan. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Xavier Woods, Matt Sydal, Montez Ford, Pac, Taka Michinoku, let's go. I want Taka Michinoku on my team. Sean Spears, Orange Cassidy, Ryan Nemeth. Hey, you can pair him with his brother as well. Joey Mercury, Billy Kidman, Johnny Gargano, Tyson Kidd, Austin Theory, Lindsay Dorado. Names from the past, names from the present, names of the future. Like, stacked. Again, I cannot express enough how much I really put in this draft class so that, you know, you could have some fun with it. We've got Cedric Alexander, Sin Cara, Leo Rush, Alex Shelley, Sammy Guevara, Marco Stunt, Juventud Guerrera, Joey Janela, Yoshitatsu, Just Incredible. This draft class is just incredible. And a lot more credible. Sorry, not sorry. Let's keep it moving. Tight end position. Here's where we get to see some of our big guys shine. Here's where we get to see some fun names come into the offense. Some guys you might not necessarily think as offensive guys. Like I said, there's some big boys, but tight ends are big boys too. They could do some blocking, and they could do some yardage. We've got The Undertaker. We've got Kane. Drew McIntyre. The Icon Sting. Let's go. Tito Santana. Malachi Black. EC3. Your boy Logan Paul. Don't you want to be sponsored by Prime too? Let's go. Let's get some Prime. Just send some Prime to Best Wrestling. Billy Gunn. Test, legendary. Chad Gaspard. Again, hats off to you. Legend. Absolute legend, that man. Dexter Loomis. Lance Archer. Big Cass. Tyson Tomko. Who remembers Tomko? Kind of mimicking that. He didn't have all this, but nonetheless. Ilya Dragunov. Jimmy Wang Yang. Mike Kanellis, he took his wife's last name. Kurgan, The Oddities. Everybody come to the greatest show. Luchasaurus. Nitty Gritty. Teddy Hart. Let's go. Some JCW right there. What do you know about that? Alright. Left tackles, right? Bruno Sammartino. Iron Sheik. Arn Anderson. Curtis Axel. Abyss. TNA legend right there. Rick Rude. Luke Gallows, Nikolai Volkov, Tony Atlas, Peter Maivia. You could have the High Chief running-ish on your team. That's what I'm saying. Maivia, look at projected, round 1. They already know. Chris Kanyon, Chris Von Erich, Robert Gibson, Jerry Sags, Stan Hansen. Like clotheslining people, just flatten them. Robert Wyndham, like any one of these guys. Ballers, like guys I want. Backing up my quarterback. Guard, we got Bubba Ray Dudley, Rick Steiner, Road Warrior Hawk, The Godfather, Lex Luger, Andre the Giant, Jim Neidhart, Junkyard Dog, Great Khali. Can you imagine the Great Khali protecting your quarterback? He could hold back 4 guys. 4 guys at once. Those arms go forever. Great Khali on my team? Let's do it. Ivan Koloff, Jerry Briscoe, Kevin Von Erich. We got another Von Erich on the line. Centers, John Cena. Last time is now. Psycho Sid, Eric Rowan, British Bulldog, Yoko freaking Zuna. Can you imagine Yokozuna snapping the ball to your QB? Ain't nobody taking Yoko down. Dusty Rhodes, he could be snapping the ball to his own son. Brody Lee, R.I.P., legend. Another Von Erich, David Von Erich. Dino Bravo, Christopher Nowinski from Harvard, the man himself. Studying CTE for all of these guys, man. Like, baller. Like I said, names from all over. Just a lot of fun here. Let's keep moving. Right guards. Scott Steiner. You could pair him. You could have a Steiner on both sides. The Big Show. Ugh. Got a hair in my mouth. Terrible. Devon Dudley. Road Warrior Animal. Big Van Vader. His time. His time. That's right. Harley Race. Another legend. Mark Henry. Like, somebody gonna get there. Yeah, you know how it goes. Bray Wyatt, another legend. R.I.P. Baron Corbin. Jack Briscoe. Don Morocco. Kerry Von Erich. Another Von Erich. You could have a whole line of Von Erichs if you want. King Kong Bundy. Can you imagine, like, Yoko Bundy? Oh my gosh. Let's go to the right side. Tackles. Sergeant Slaughter, again with a terrible name spelling. Thanks, Madden, for not letting me write Slaughter. What the heck? Rocky Johnson, Rakishi, Jake the Snake, JBL, Titus O'Neil, Sean O'Hare, IRS. There's one thing for sure. One thing for sure. One thing for certain. Death, taxes, and the IRS protecting my QB. Ricky Morton, Coco Beware, Jimmy Snuka, Barry Windham, Dory Funk, Brian Knobs, Bart Gunn, Mike Von Erich to complete the little line of Von Erichs, and Chuck Palumbo. Now we are moving on to the defense. Stone Cold Steve Austin, right there. No, he's going to be a great pick. Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, Bobby Roode, Greg Gagne, Perry Saturn, Austin Gunn, Taz, Umaga, the Samoan Bulldozer. Can you imagine the Samoan Bulldozer rushing you? Rushing your quarterback? My goodness, you better hide. Percy Watson, Razor, Wardlow, Crazy Steve. Unpredictable. He might get a couple sacks. Powerhouse Hobbs, Stu Grayson, Onita. Oh, Onita? Oh, freaking Nita on your team? Come on. Chris Hero, Danny Basham. Some old names, some fun names, some big names, some small names, but all bangers, you know, when you mix it together. I mean, just a great, fun time to add to your Madden, you know. Let's keep it moving on the right side now. We got Keith Lee, Braun Strowman, Walter, Gunther, whatever you want to call him. I don't really care. We got Rusev or Miro, whatever you want to call him. I don't really care. Vern Gagne, Colton Gunn, side by side with the brothers again. Johnny Hungy, Carl Anderson, Wade freaking Barrett. Let's go. Just bowl hammering quarterbacks. Just boom. All day, man. All day. The franchise. He could be a franchise player. Shane Douglas, A-Cam, AOP side by side. Do whatever you want. James Storm, Nick Gage, Doug Basham, Vladimir Kozlov, Timothy Thatcher, Cowboy Bob Orton, and Kyle Fletcher. Let's look at our defensive tackles. And these guys, they're going to be running the field. They're going to be everywhere. They're going to be out there. It's, very active position, very needed position on a lot of different teams. Had to put some straight heaters in here. So, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Ric Flair, woo! Ernie Ladd, legend, Bill Goldberg. Alright, Bret Hart. Maybe he'll sack Bret Hart, who knows? Jack Swagger, Tully Blanchard, New Jack, Madcap Moss, The Ultimate Warrior, Ernest Miller, Rosie, another part of the bloodline, the dynasty, Mike Awesome, Jason Jordan, Jinder Mahal, Karrion Kross. Some good current names, some good old school names. A lot of fun, a lot of different promotions, a lot of stuff to work with. OG, Bam Bam Bigelow, Darren Drozdov, Brian Myers, Maven, David Finlay, Ezekiel Jackson, Preston Vance, Mojo Rawley, Terry Funk, Horace Hogan, Tatanka, Alex Wright, Mark Jindrak. Like, you could have all kinds of different beasts running around for your defense. All kinds of fun to be having the defensive tackle. Next up, we're going to take a look at the Sam position. We have the legend killer, the Viper, Randy Orton, leading the class. The legendary Hulk Hogan, Diamond Dallas Page, Brian Pillman, all legends in their own right. Enzo Amore, Scott Hall, Solo Sikoa, Val Venus, Monty Brown, Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, Ahmed Johnson, Otis, Roderick Strong. Stacked. The Sam position is stacked. Now we're going to take a look at Mike. We've got Dave Batista, Jimmy Uso, Kevin Nash, Farouk, Brock Anderson, Santana, D'Lo Brown, Nigel McGuinness, Thrasher, Mosh, the Headbangers. You could have both the tag teams running the field for you. Switchblade Jay White, QT Marshall, Jeff Cobb, Bushwhacker Luke, Bushwhacker Butch, Angelo Dawkins, Mikey Whipwreck, Frankie Kazarian, Tony Nese. Like, all stacked names. A lot of fun, a lot of different promotions mixed in there. Let's take a look at the will. We got Jey Uso, Big E, Bob Holly, Sandman, Angel Ortiz, Sammy Callahan, Tyler Bate, Brian Cage, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Bruiser Brody. Like, can you imagine Bruiser Brody on the field for your team? Oh my goodness. We're going to have a lot of fines on the team. Juice Robinson, Petey Williams. Like, let's go. Again, just another fun bunch. Another bunch of guys that, it'd just be fun to see where everybody lands exactly and what kind of potential everybody has. I'm showing it this way instead of showing the stats. If you want to look at their stats specifically before, you draft, you can, but I don't want to, give up anything. If you want to come into this draft blind and, try to pick the right names. Let's keep it looking at another extremely popular position. Our CBs. Who we got for CBs? We got Ricochet, Carlito, Jerry Lynn, Chavo Guerrero, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, Sami Zayn, Penta, Phoenix, Scorpio Sky. Like, these guys are all just running it right now. Can you imagine them, hopping up to catch those interceptions? Pick sixes galore in this draft class. Buddy Matthews, Colt Cabana, Darby Allin, Eric Young, Dean Malenko, Charlie Haas, Bobby Fish, Paul London, Brian Kendrick. Like I said, I tried to have some fun. There's a lot of big guys in wrestling. There's a lot of big guys in football, but there is a need for the smaller man at some of these positions. And you don't have to be a 300-pound beast to play CB. You got to be quick. You got to be covering those routes. So we try to throw some fun names in here. We got Jay Briscoe. We got Mark Briscoe. The bros. You know what I'm saying? Them boys. We have Christopher Daniels, Savio Vega, David Otunga, Kenny Dykstra, Shannon Moore, Corey Graves, Eddie Kingston, Andrade, Tyler Breeze, Aiden English, Tommaso Ciampa, Vampiro, like freaking Vampiro, Eddie Edwards, Santos Escobar, Ari Daivari, Daniel Garcia, Ethan Page, Mustafa Ali, Chris Sabin, Zack Sabre Jr. Just a lot of fun names at the CB position. Really try to mix it up, get some, fresh names in there, something a little bit different. Not the, all the beast giant guys. We got a couple more to look at. Let's check out our safeties. We got Shinsuke Nakamura, Bo Dallas, Jeff Hardy, Scotty 2 Hotty, Al Snow, Matt Cardona, Heath Slater, Nick Jackson, Mark Quinn, JD McDonough. Stack names, new names, old names. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm sorry at this point. I apologize. Steve Carino, Trent Beretta, Akira Tozawa, Joaquin Weil, Pretty Peter Avalon, Stevie Richards. Let's look at our other safeties. The Game, Triple H, Macho Man Randy Savage, Matt Hardy to go with his brother, Max Caster, Matt Jackson to go with his brother, Pat Patterson, Brian Christopher, Tommy Dreamer, Anthony Bowens, Okada, Kazuchika Okada, let's go, Isaiah Cassidy, Alex Reynolds, Doink the Clown, Doink the freaking Clown, Chuck Taylor, Marty Jannetty, Angel Garza. Tons of fun to be here, had here. A lot of positions, as you've seen I did with, the guards and the tackles, and then here, with the safeties and, some guys in the CBs. I try to put some tag teams together for y'all, so if you want, you can snag them both, or maybe, you'll run into them on another team. That'd be fun, too. Let's take a look at our kickers. A little chill position, but we threw some heaters in here for you, too. Don't worry. Eric Bischoff, of course. We got, we had to throw him in somewhere. Crash Holly. Santino Marella. That'd be fun. He'd be a fun kicker. I can see him playing the position. Alex Riley. Howard Finkel. You could have the Fink just booting threes from 70 yards out for you. Mean Gene Okerlund. I'm sorry for this one. That one's on me. My bad. Zach Gowen, the one-legged kicker. Pat McAfee, of course, we had to throw legendary punter, NFL punter, Colts legend, Pat McAfee. Had to throw him in there. Darren Young, Jimmy Hart, Vince Russo, and Brandon Cutler. Some good punters, some good stuff. We're going to check out the long snappers. Again, not a very, crazy needed position on every team. Not going to be a ton of them in this draft class, potentially undrafted, but nonetheless, threw a couple fun names in here. Axel Rotten, personal friend of mine, Andy Dawes, and Gene Snitsky. It wasn't me. It wasn't my fault. You know what I mean? So, like I said, we got a whole grip of names in here. People from past, people from present, Just doesn't get much better than that. We've got tons of fun to be had in this draft class. And the options are unlimited what you do with it. You could, build a dynasty with all wrestlers. You could pit brothers against each other. You could pit rivals against each other. You could pit friends against each other. Talents from different promotions. The opportunities with this draft class are endless. You know, it's as far as your imagination wants to let it go. So, and there you have it. That is the sneak peek of the full 402-man draft class for Madden 26. WWE Madden 26 crossover, brought to you by Best Wrestling. Go download the draft class, check it out, have some fun with it yourself. Don't forget to drop a subscribe. It really helps the channel out. We're new here. We don't know what we're doing. We're just fighting, you know, just fighting for a place at the table. So thanks for checking us out. If you made it this far, really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time in the next video. Until then, this was Best Wrestling. Peace.